YouTube, what's up? Welcome back to another video. If this is your first time here on the channel, thank you for stopping by. Definitely check out some of my other videos, and if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. So my birthday is in April 7th, beginning of April, and my husband surprised me with this Lego set, which was a really nice surprise. It was quite a lot of fun putting this together as well. Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, it has over 2,600 pieces, and it took me over a matter of like a week to put it all together, and I love it. And it's crazy because now I'm kind of going down this Lego rabbit hole. I don't want to get too caught up, but yeah, it was a lot of fun putting it together. Here's the monitor. I actually took the stand off of it, but you know, made the TV, and has a little crank on the side that you can crank it and Mario moves. It also comes with the NES, which is dope. You can open up the cover. Comes with Super Mario Kart that you can slide in, which is pretty awesome. And it also has a controller, which is it's pretty awesome. It was really a lot of fun. I hope they put more sets out like this, as opposed to the Lego like adventure sets that they're doing, you know, for Mario. But I had a blast putting it together, and like I said, it was a nice surprise, and definitely kept my mind busy for a little bit. Majority of the games that you're going to see in this video are for the Nintendo Switch, but I do have 2 PlayStation 5 games. Figured we'd get those out of the way first. The first one up, man, I'm sticking with the Lego theme, right? And it also came out around the time of my birthday back in April. It's Lego Star Wars, The Skywalker Saga. I just recently, like I said, it came out around the time of my birthday back in April, beginning of April, and I just recently saw the credits roll in this game. The amount of content in this game is awesome, but at the same time, it was a little overwhelming for me. And that's coming from someone who is a fan of the Lego games. I will say they're a nice little guilty pleasure of mine, especially if it's a franchise that I'm really, really into. And I dig Star Wars. I mean, this game in particular has, you know, it's basically 9 films. It follows the original trilogy, the prequel, and the sequel. 9 movies, 9 games, and there's a lot of characters to unlock, a lot of mini kits to find. There's just so much. You have different ships that you can buy. It's crazy, the amount of stuff in this game. And on top of that, it has like this, it feels like a huge open world. I know it isn't that big, but it feels like this huge open world with different side quests to do as well. I don't know if I'm going to get around to getting the platinum in this game, although I do like to get platinum in that platinum trophy in Lego games, but I don't know if I'm going to do it in this one. There's just a lot going on here. And like I said, it overwhelmed me, but it was a whole bunch of fun. I really enjoyed my time with it. And the other PlayStation 5 game that I picked up was The Quarry. I had a blast with this one. I actually streamed, I want to say maybe 95% of it over on Twitch. So if you're not following me on Twitch, definitely follow me on Twitch. Come watch me play some video games and kind of just like chill out for a little bit randomly. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. It's put out by Supermassive, who they've created Until Dawn, which was great, and the Dark Picture anthologies, which is cool. Not as good as Until Dawn, but this is probably my favorite game that they've put out. I just really like the characters. It was cheesy enough. There's a couple of jump scares in there. It wasn't scary, but it kept me on my toes. I was like, what's going on? A little predictable, but you know what? I enjoyed the characters. I enjoyed making decisions, and I definitely, you know, seeing the fate of these characters. And I definitely want to go back and try to play through it again and see if I can get everyone to survive. I know it's going to be hard, but I definitely want to do it. But it's a good PlayStation 5 game. And here we are at the Nintendo Switch section of the video. I basically took these games and put them into 2 different groups. The first group being games that I caught on sale / games that I haven't played yet. And the second group is basically games that I I have played, and I can speak about a little bit. So I'm just going to run through these games that I caught on sale, haven't had a chance to play yet. Then we'll move on to my thoughts on these other games. So first and foremost, Metopia. I got this at the end of April. It finally went on sale. You know, I like to have these Switch first party games. We all know how Switch first party games rarely ever go on sale. It went on sale and I picked it up. It was like, I want to say $34.99. On Amazon. So went ahead and got it. Don't know when I'm going to be playing it. I do want to play it though, just because it looks like a chill RPG, you know, nothing crazy. The fact that you can use your Mii's and stuff like that seems dope. But yeah, got this finally on sale. Fire Emblem Three Hopes dropped at the end of June. I went ahead and picked it up despite me not completing Fire Emblem Three Houses. And I'm not quite sure if I should start Three Hopes first before I get around to the meat and potatoes of Fire Emblem Three Houses. It's probably best for me to just go ahead and play Three Houses first. If you know, let me know in the comment box below. But yeah, Musu Fire Emblem game. I got this, I want to say the end of May, for under 15 bucks from Amazon. It's Arcade Spirits. I've been eyeing this one for a while, the physical version. It's basically a visual novel set around an arcade, which I find to be pretty cool. Rainbow Billy and the Curse of the Leviathan finally dropped in price. I've had this on my wish list for a while now, waiting for it to drop in price. $20 was a sweet spot, for me. So I went ahead and picked it up from GameStop. This looks like a really cute, like whimsical RPG, 2.5D, like adventure, platformer, puzzler, you know, has like a Paper Mario vibe or Mario and Luigi vibe to it. So yeah, I'm excited to try this one out. You know, I haven't heard a lot of people talk about this Wonder Boy collection. It dropped for the Switch. I picked it up day one, even though I haven't played it yet, but definitely want to support. Yeah, 4 Wonder Boy games. The original Wonder Boy, let's see what else. Wonder Boy in Monsterland, Wonder Boy in Monster World, and Monster World 4, which is one that I am most familiar with. Last but not least, this is volume 2 of the Hidden Objects collection. You basically have 6 games in one here. I won't bore you with the 6 games, but yeah, they're basically hidden object games. Again, another guilty pleasure of mine. I can't help it. Really enjoy these type of games. On to the games that I have played. First up, I paid about 10 bucks for this because I had a gift card to Target, but it's PacMan Museum Plus. And I'm not the biggest PacMan fan. I appreciate PacMan. I have fun with PacMan, but I don't think I'm really that good at PacMan. But I really do enjoy this game. You have 14 different PacMan games here. I've only played 2 of them because they're the 2 that I'm most familiar with. If I'm not mistaken, there's no Miss Pac-Man on here. Which is wild. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't recall there being a Miss Pac-Man, but the original Pac-Man and Super Pac-Man are the 2 Pac-Man games that I've played. I dig this little compilation of Pac-Man games. I just like the whole vibe to it. The way you access the games is pretty cool. You play it, you're Pac-Man and you're in like this virtual arcade of sorts, and you can like customize your arcade. It's really dope. It's neat. Pac-Man, basic, but lots of fun. I'm just now realizing that I have picked up 3 sports games over the past couple of months, which is something that never happens, rarely ever happens, but let's get into them, shall we? The first one I got back in April when it was released. This is crazy. Do you guys see this little PlayStation logo there? It's wild and crazy. This is MLB The Show 22. And wow, can I just say, I am impressed by this game. It's not the best looking Switch game. Okay, let's just say that. And let's not even compare it to the next gen versions of the game. Okay, so it looks nowhere near as close to being like or comparable to the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X version, you know, at all. All right, so let's throw that out. But the fact, if you like baseball games, the fact that you can play a baseball game on the go. I have always enjoyed sports games in general, but over the years, I've kind of like given up on them because of the time commitment that is involved. But it feels good every now and again to play something like this on the go. Still in the minors here, trying to get picked up. If I'm not mistaken, I play for the Bowie Bay Sox. I think it's the Bowie Bay Sox. I could be wrong. But yeah, it's just so it works really well. The controls are good. I mean, they're functional, they work. I've played it in handheld. I haven't docked the Switch to play this game at all. I mean, why would I don't want to play this on the TV. I want to play it when I'm sitting on the couch or doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, I think it's really cool that we have a PlayStation game, first party PlayStation game on the Nintendo Switch. And it's a really good one at that. I think it translates really well into the handheld. Mario Strikers Battle League. I won't spend a whole bunch of time talking about this one because, as I mentioned before, I did talk about this in the Summer Switch video that I put out a couple weeks ago. But yeah, I'm waiting. I'm patiently waiting for more content to drop. Feels a little sparse there with the campaign, the lack of single player campaign. Of course, I went through and I got all of the cups in the game. Whatever you can do in single player, I've done. I've played a couple of multiplayer matches, but I'm just looking for some more characters, some more arenas. Like I said, maybe a single player mode. Doubt that'll happen. But yeah, it's still a really fun arcade soccer game put out by Nintendo. Nintendo Switch Sports, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a little disappointed with this game, and I haven't played it much. Because of my disappointment with the game. And let's backtrack a little bit. Just like everyone else out there, I had a blast with Wii Sports Resort. Enjoyed those games. This comes along, and while it is fun to play, I just don't like the progression system. The way you acquire items, basically the lack of, you can't get items. Maybe they patched something and things have changed, but the last I played of it, you can't get items unless you're playing online. And that kind of sucks. My husband and I did have fun. We had a little date night at home and we played some Nintendo Switch Sports. We bowled a couple of games and that was a blast. Really had fun doing that and he enjoyed it as well. But yeah, I went online and I did, I bowled. I basically did all the sports, played tennis, not fencing, but whatever they call it. I don't know. I did that. That was a blast. That was really a blast. But I just wish that there was some type of single player progression in this game that didn't require you to play online. But yeah, I mean, it's serviceable. Not my favorite Nintendo sports game. But it was, I'm not going to lie, the times that I have played with my husband, we've had fun playing it. But I just wish we could gain some items while doing that. Last game that I have to share with you guys is Zombie Army Dead War 4. This is a really fun port for the Nintendo Switch. Really good shooter. I enjoyed my time that I played with it. I initially stopped playing it because I haven't played the trilogy. I have the trilogy on the Switch, but I haven't played it yet. And I didn't want to get too far into this one. But I feel like this is a solid port for the Nintendo Switch. I almost want to do like a video about the ports on the Switch. I feel like they translate really well, especially in handheld. That's how I played this, and I thought the controls worked really, really well. Yeah, kind of like that whole Sniper Elite vibe. Definitely some gore, a little bit of jump scares here and there, but basically shooting up zombies. I mean, and it was serviceable. It was fun, honestly. So I definitely want to get back into it. So we've come to the end of the video. That's everything that I picked up between the months of April, May, and June of this year, 2022. Guys, let me know what games you guys have picked up over the past couple of months. What are some of your favorite games that you've played over the past couple of months? And if you've played any of these games that I shared with you today, let me know what you think about them. I want to thank all of you for watching this video, and I'll check you next time. Peace.